Hey guys, this is Julia and Julia's Knitting. I apologize for my appearance. I honestly look better than I thought I would because I've been ill for the last several days, and it's not your usual cold when you are feeling worse than usual, but it's okay. You have a runny nose, you do everything like slower probably, but that's okay. No, I've been sleeping, I haven't had any energy. It was awful. To be honest, I was ready to skip this Wednesday. Yesterday I spent sleeping the whole day, and today in the morning I usually wake up at 6 o'clock, maybe 7, but this morning I slept until 10 or 11, I can't remember, probably 10, and it was so difficult for me to wake up, to get up, that I already thought that it was another one of those days and I wouldn't be able to do anything, to function, But I woke up, I got up, I brushed my teeth, and I decided to try, have the usual breakfast. I started the usual routine, and it worked. I just started it, and it turned out I can do that, because before that I couldn't even sit in a chair for a long time. I just, I ate something and then I went to bed. So this is just a minute of whining a little bit. If you need to whine, by the way, you're always welcome. This is a safe space. Like, if you need to whine, please. So you probably noticed that last episode was not the scheduled whips or finished objects. It was a DIY of a triangle shawl, and that's because I had a trip during that time when I usually film and edit and then publish the video. I was in Belgium. I went to Bruges and Brussels and Ghent, and it was amazing. I loved Bruges just the best out of those three. We haven't had enough time to visit, what's the fourth famous one? Jesus, I forgot the name of the fourth city. We drank so much beer and we felt so good, no hangover at all. That was amazing. In my opinion, my favorite beer is Belgian, so it was like a holiday, a vacation for me, a beercation. I didn't make one stitch on holiday. Not one stitch. To be honest, that often happens to me on vacation. Probably because nowadays I consider crafting my job, and a holiday, a vacation, is time with no job, right? So away from job. So that makes sense. Probably that's why. Just on the way back on the plane, I made a couple of granny squares just because I was nervous. I'm afraid to fly, and it was just to calm the nerves. I just took a crochet hook and a small ball of yarn with me, just to have this opportunity to crochet if I have to, if I absolutely want to, because nowadays I know already, because that I probably will not want to craft on holiday. And this is a granny square I started on the plane. I made probably 2 or 2.5, and it became this pumpkin. I made 4 granny squares, and then I just double crocheted in a round to make the top and the bottom. They are the same. What can I say? I'm not in love with this thing. I used orange fabric as a lining for it. I thought it was a nice idea, and it is. I like the idea. I probably don't love the exact fabric I had in my stash. Probably, I don't know, maybe the size or the fabric. I don't know. No, I like the fabric, and the size is okay. Probably the color of this orange fabric is too bright, but I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's adorable, and especially when it's sitting on my shelf together with this one. I think I love this better. I made the top just orange and the bottom is striped. And probably because of the exact colors that I used, I like the top better, just the orange one. Because, I don't know, this grey, I wish I had replaced it with either green or maybe this dark violet. Or just the whole orange bottom would be would be also nice. But you can't see the bottom, so when you see it like that, I love it. It's very cute. And don't forget that the Halloween decor is a whole thing. It's not just this pumpkin, and it's not even these two pumpkins. I have a lot of handmade Halloween decor, and it works in a team, right? So it looks better in a team. I feel like this pumpkin took me too long to make, but at the same time it's quite big, so that's probably okay. This one was very fast, and that's a positive thing, definitely, that you can make it in a day. The ideas are from Pinterest, and they are adorable. And you can also make the top using the granny squares also. But I didn't like this idea because in this case they were all a little bit, if there were 4 squares, they became cubes, not balls, you know, not pumpkins, cubes. So I decided to make them like rounder. But I can't say that a cube is a bad thing. Just, I don't know, I like this one better. I put them right there. And you probably recognize the colors of my scarf that I finished and showed you last time. And I have so much yarn for this scarf that I also started another project out of this yarn. This is the 6-day star blanket that, as I understand, was there was a little bit of a scandal around this pattern. This was absolutely not planned. I started it because I remembered the words of my friend. You know, I was invited to a mökki. It's a Finnish like cottage house, country house, where you go in summer. It's not necessarily not comfortable, but very often it has no running water, for example. Sometimes even no electricity. So this is usually a place far from the city, in the woods, near the water, where you recharge. I was invited to the mökki of our friends, and there was a couple who are also our friends. And they said something like, well, you know, I used to put other people's needs before mine and so on. And this friend, Irene, answered so sincerely, so, I don't know, easily, simply, "Oh, Julia, why did you do that? You should never put other people's needs before your own. You should always think about yourself first." And it was so obvious, so sincere, so like I envy her in terms of she probably does that. She probably has been doing that since she was a child, and that's amazing. And I just started it, you know, recently. That I wanted to, you know, start to be that person. That's okay that it didn't happen when I was a child, but as soon as I like decided to do that, I can do that, right? So I decided to be the person who says, "Oh, I want that. And that's a very good thing for me. So I will do that. I will not like wait for the right time or do something else for someone else first. I will just do it because I want to, and I will enjoy it." And this is this project that I just wanted to do with all my heart. But for some reason, for a while, I just said, okay, I need to finish that first. I need to do this first. But now, Irene, thank you, I heard you. And this is the start of, you know, from now on, always putting me first. It's quite easy. Again, it's a 6-day star blanket. You can do it in 6 days. That's why the name is that. But as I said, I was ill. I started it probably on the first day when I was ill. And this is well, I could do this much. It's fun, it's easy, it's the repetition of the same pattern over and over again, so you don't have to, you know, have the pattern with you all the time. That's good. You just change the number of double crochets of these clusters, but the thing here when you increase and here when you decrease is always the same. You just do this and this and as many as it takes in between them, and that's it. It's turning out to be a very, I call this kind of knitting Weasley knitting, or Weasley crochet in this case. It looks like something that belongs in the Weasley house, right? And I love it. I love Weasley kind of knitting. So I will have a lot in the colors of my scarf, but at the same time, you see how different they look. The pumpkin, the star, and the scarf that I showed you last time, they are totally different. That's magic of combining the colors. 6-day star blanket. The craft of the month is, actually I have the craft of 2 months, because I've been doing it in September and I'm taking it into October, and I need to finish it by October the 30th. It's a present for my husband, and I'm cross-stitching on a t-shirt, which I have done before. This is a pattern by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. It's called Bat Vampire Cross Stitch Pattern, Creepy Halloween Embroidery. I don't know if it's all the name, or maybe it's the Creepy Halloween Embroidery is just an addition. I'm using a new canvas that dissolves in water, and I haven't used it before. It's very thick. You see, it's been in the, what do you call this? I forgot. And it's like deformed. It is a little bit of a, it's not very comfortable to work with it, because it even sometimes pulls this thing off, or at least wants to pull it off. I don't know if I can recommend it. I don't know if I want to use it again. I probably will, because there was a lot of it and I don't want to waste money, but don't recommend it. But I tried it. I tried a little piece. It washes away okay, longer than the other one I tried probably. It's very straight, because the last one I bought was a little bit crooked, and it didn't affect the cross stitch, but it was strange, and it was very small. I put the needle not into each hole, but into each next hole. But this one is larger and it's more convenient. I don't have a very good eyesight, so for me this one is better. It's adorable. The bat is adorable. It has like lots of a ghost and some stuff around him. So this is a birthday present for my husband, so I need to finish it, and I will try to work on this before I work on anything else. I have just one more project left. If you saw the last episode, you saw that I did the binding of the shawl, of the scarf, and I was very happy to use up the yarn I have left from my Anchors Cardi, and to have another shawl. I have been thinking about a shawl for a long time. Everything was okay until I found a huge ball of yarn. Now it's already small, but it was like this. It was big, of the same yarn. So I did what I had to do. I unraveled the binding, I attached the new ball, and I continued making the shawl. It's the simplest shawl you can imagine. It's just triangle. You add, if you're a knitter, you can do it with no instructions. If you're a beginner, you can watch my last video, and you will be able to do it with no instructions from the moment you saw the tutorial, because it's very easy and you get the gist. You have to just repeat the same thing over and over again. So as you can see, the ball of yarn that is left is very small, It's just several rows, I'm assuming, and I will have a new shawl. It's not very big, as you can see, but you know what? I was assuming it would be even smaller, so I'm okay with that. I was going to wear it like this, but now it's bigger, so I can both wear it in front or in the back, because I have different kind of situations when I need shawls, so both will work, and that's very good. And I'm very happy to use up some scraps. Can you call it a scrap if it's like 4 balls of yarn? I'm still reading the Paris bookseller. I am involved when I am reading it, but I haven't been reading when I was ill. I couldn't read. And speaking of making myself happy, putting myself first, I have several more patterns or, ideas that I'd like to make, that I love, that make me happy. Things that, it works with me. If I have like fun socks, I just look at my feet and I become a little bit happier every time I see my socks. So I think the more things that make us happy around us, the happier we are, right? On a daily basis, because our life mostly consists of things we do every day. So we need to insert these small, tiny, pieces of happiness everywhere we can. And that's why I'm going to show you 4 patterns that make me happy, that I'm hoping will make you happy, or at least happier. This way I am sharing my happiness, first of all. Second of all, I am increasing the chances that I will make these patterns, So the first pattern is cross stitch. It's called skulls. It's free. It's very small. You can do it in a day, especially if you choose one of them. There are kind of 2. It's by Pauline Andreevskaya. If I'm not mistaken, the font is a little bit funky. It's on the website smartcrossstitch.com, and it's just 2 adorable skulls with roses. I'm imagining either Christmas ornaments, Christmas ornaments, either a very small embroidery, a very small cross stitch on a t-shirt, on a bag, on a jean jacket, on a pocket of your jeans or a jean jacket, some detail that will bring just blue jeans or a usual tote bag to the next level. Adorable and not very complicated. The second pattern is crochet, the Agnes sweater vest by Bethany Lynn. It's free on Bethany's website, and the website is not full of ads like it usually is when the pattern is free. It's quite comfortable to process. It seems, at least just being on the website, not that complicated. Just granny squares and then joining the granny squares, and all those ribs don't seem very complicated. I wonder if the ribs are knitted. Maybe they are knitted, maybe they are crocheted, but you know what? If you knit, you can knit them. If you crochet, you can replace them with crochet. It's been on my Pinterest board for a long time. I'd love it to be a very calm, a very muted palette, very, close to each other. Maybe all shades of grey or all shades of beige or brown, something like that. The next pattern is knitting, and it's not a pattern. It's just the idea, and I couldn't find even the brand or what these scarves are. As soon as I saw them, I fell in love. I even thought about making my scarf, my autumn scarf, something like that, like using grey and violet together as stripes, and then having a colorful other side, for example. But at the same time, I'm thinking this works the best if it's black and white or dark blue, navy blue and white, and then one other color on the other side. Perfect. And I don't think it's a pattern, but I'm imagining how I would do that. Someday I'm hoping I will. This kind of means that I have to make 2 scarves instead of one for the back and one for the wrong side and one for the right side, whichever is the wrong side and the right side. And the last pattern, I found it just, it's not a pattern, it's an actual thing. I found it just today and I cannot I cannot not talk about it. It's a Tweed Scotty Dog bookmark. You can buy that. If you don't sew, if you don't craft, you can buy that. That is already done for you and it will like come to your door. And if you do so, I'm already thinking like a couple of ways you can accomplish that. A couple of ways, like I could double the fabric from the inside. There are ways you can do that, but the idea is plaid fabric and the Scotty dog, of course. Well, I would probably glue the dog first and then stitch it to the bookmark. Again, everyone who sews will do it differently probably, but that's the beauty of it. It's a bookmark by Daisy Bell Shop. Daisy Bell Shop. As I understand, they are in UK, of course, probably even in Scotland. The main thing is that it's adorable, and I want 14 of these. No questions asked. Okay, I hope you had fun, and I demand you share some patterns with me too. What are you making? What do you want to make? Share everything. You know how it is. You never know what you're gonna do. Like one day you just wake up and want to make a 6-day star blanket. Thank you very much for being with me. Excuse me for my appearance, for the strange light that is happening today. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye.